Last night I got word that Daniel Tosh on his show on Comedy Central brought up the flat earth topic, and not only that, just so happens he played one of my videos to my surprise. I mentioned years ago, a couple of years I should say, the whole flat earth topic started to heat up, that I said it would eventually make it on the mainstream media, and that's exactly what's happening. I just never expect one of my videos to be put on TV, but nonetheless, the whole flat earth topic is really taken off. And some people might say, oh, this guy Russianvids, what's he doing on his video being spotlighted on one of these TV shows? I had no control over this. And again, it's good to see it getting out there. Of course, a lot of people are going to laugh at the whole entire concept, the whole entire topic of the flat earth, because they don't know. They've been basically lied and deceived their whole entire lives, not just about flat earth, pretty much about everything. And this is the particular video, again, going back to this past summer. And I'll include a link in the description box below this video so you can watch it in its entirety. But I'm going to play this clip, again, by Daniel Tosh. I find it pretty interesting what he does and what he says. Not just what he says, but what he does as well when he mentions the whole topic of flat earth. And of course, as you see here, as I've shown many times, for those that follow my channel, this is a Masonic hand sign. And this is straight up mockery by Daniel Tosh. This is basically the diamond sign. For those that follow my channel, they'll know this. This is 33. It's all about masonry. And the average knucklehead that watches this program, they'll have no idea what this means. They see, famous people do it throughout the years on TV, but they have no idea about masonry, because masonry is not taught from elementary school to middle school to high school to college to university. Of course not. Why are these people that are on top of this world going to reveal their secrets when the whole entire concept of controlling people, controlling the masses, is keeping them dumbed down? And again, knowledge is power. Why would they want to give the masses any type of power? Knowledge is in the hands of the few, and the rest are kept ignorant. The classic structure for manipulation and control. And getting back again to this sign, it's basically representing the 33. Again, with being a diamond sign, it all has to do with the highest degree in the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, which is the 33. Now I'm going to play the clip from Daniel Tosh's show from last night on Comedy Central, uninterrupted. Take a look.
Normally, I like to keep my personal beliefs deep in the closet, but I've been outed. This conspiracy theorist has finally followed the trail of flat earth breadcrumbs I've been dropping. Took you idiots long enough.
Well, let's take a listen here, what Daniel Tosh says during a show.
But I'm a straight shooter. And to prove it, we're going to have our own town hall debate. Let's go to the audience for our first question.
Now, again, understanding how TV works, they're not going to just pull some random guy out of the audience and ask a question. Everything is scripted, including this guy right here who asked the specific question about NASA. Take a listen.
How do you feel about increasing funding for the space program?
Now, take a listen very carefully to what is said here. It's all about the flat earth and how space does not exist. Again, it's all about mockery.
I don't believe space exists.
Now, what does this remind you of? I'm going to play this clip I played many times before with the Red Hot Chili Peppers song, Californication.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
This is how they do it.
That's right. I believe the earth is flat. Flat as a board. Me and Ketis. I have my own theories to back it up. First of all, globes are round, but maps are flat. Maps have been around a lot longer than globes. Despite what big round earth money and their anti-flat earth agenda want you to believe.
When he talks about space, how it does not exist, it's not the first time he said that. Okay, he said it also earlier this year. Let's take a look at this very short clip from this one episode. Take a listen to what he says here.
Like space, being born gay, and the female orgasm, climate change is a myth.
Says it right there. Okay, he says it again right there. And again, I can't stress this enough. He has script writers that write all this stuff he says. Okay, it's not just out of his own head, pulled out of thin air. Same entire concept as I've shown before with Vince McMahon. Basically, again, mocking the audience. Same concept. Take a listen to what he says here about talking about unlikely things, and that's the earth spinning on its axis. Take a listen.
Hell would have frozen over at WrestleMania. The seas would have parted. The earth would have spun on its axis. And
there you go again. So through comedy, through WWE wrestling, which these are all controlled by the so-called elite. They're going to give us the truth, little hints, little Easter eggs in plain sight, and the masses are not going to get it. They're not going to understand what is taking place. They've been born into this world full of deception, and unfortunately living their whole entire lives not knowing they've been deceived.